Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Translate. Welcome to my part 1 of my 4-part series that will help you along with the Vault of Glass raid on normal difficulty. This will do everything from start to the end and everything in between, including the chest and all these little tips and tricks that myself and my raid team use when we do the raid. Now, the first thing you need to think about is prep work. You need to just do multiple things beforehand before even getting into the raid, otherwise it's going to make it a lot harder for you and your team. You need to buy ammo synthesis, anything from normal ammo to special to heavy ammo. You can find this at the gunsmith on the tower. It is quite expensive, so if you're having to save your glimmer for another reason, I wouldn't buy too many. Maybe like 6 heavy, 6 like special and 6 normal. Just mix it up. You need a decent amount of everything though. And what sort of weapons you should be going in with. If you have a lot of weapons and you store a lot of them in your actual, on the tower, I'd recommend pulling out all your void type weapons, all the good ones you have anyway. I specifically would get a fusion rifle with void damage, but anything will really do, just any type of void damage, preferably primary or secondary. Now the next thing you need to think about is class setup. What sort of class should you have? What sort of class should all your friends have? This is specifically the subclasses. If you're running a Titan, I wouldn't recommend using Striker. Striker is too close quarters. You want everything to be either protective or a far range sort of thing. Now, I would use a Defender Titan class. For a Hunter, I would use the Golden Gun, so Gunslinger, and then for Warlock, I would use Sunsinger. Now, if you're wondering why I'm choosing Sunsinger over Voidwalker, it's because Sunsinger you can actually resurrect if you've completely maxed it out, and you can get the 2 grenades to block off areas and stop the Vex from moving in on you. You can use Voidwalker if you wish, if you have maxed it out. You won't find too many weaker enemies though that you'll be able to kill with it, but it's entirely up to you. I would highly recommend Sunsinger though. Now, what weapons should you have equipped? If you have ever done the raid before, I would use the Atheon's Epilogue. Atheon's Epilogue is a very, very, very good gun. It has the void type damage already on it, and then also does normal kinetic damage, which is the bullets obviously, so it takes out any type of enemy really quickly, especially the Praetorians. They're the ones you have to worry about. If you don't have a Atheon Epilogue because you haven't done the raid before, you can use, or what I highly recommend using, I would use a void type secondary. So I wouldn't use a sniper rifle. Shotguns are definitely less preferable. I would use a fusion rifle. Now, if you're wondering why I'm using a fusion, it's because it's still decently good at medium range, and it will take off a Praetorian shields in one burst. Now, why is this important? Well, Praetorians are the only things that really cause you issues in this section. What do you have to do to assemble the tower? There's various plates that you have to stand on called sync plates, and these sync plates will assemble a tower located in the middle of the map. You'll have our team setup would be coordinated between 3 teams of 2. Now, when there's the 3 sync plates, there's one located in the middle, the left, and the right. The way we would set up our team is we would have the weakest 2 in the middle, the next set of weakest 2 on the left, and then the strongest 2 on the right. Now, if you're wondering why we do this, it's because the weakest people should go in the middle because there's less amount of enemies that come there compared to the left and right. If you have all your strong members in the middle and your weakest on the right, it may cause issues. You could do it like that if you really wanted to, and have someone from the middle rotate to the right. But this is the strategy that we've always used: 2 middle, 2 left, 2 right. Have your weakest in the middle, next weakest on the left, and your strongest on the right. We find that this works probably the best out of any other strategy. But like I said, you can set it up, but I would highly recommend this. Now, what happens if a Vex would take control of your sync plate? All that happens is if it stays in there for a little bit, you can still kill it and your sync plate won't turn red. But if you don't kill it, it will take control of the sync plate and it will turn a red color. When this happens, it will start deforming your tower. Now, I think it goes by thirds. If there's only one of the sync plates taken, it will decrease at 1/3 the speed, so it will slowly start going away. But if all 3 are taken, I think it nearly automatically just goes away. It goes away really quickly. So what you want to do is you want to keep all the enemies out of your sync plate. You don't need to be standing in your sync plate all the time. You can actually move around. You don't need to be in it to do anything. You can just capture it and then you can move out of it. But staying in it's pretty useful, I guess. It's entirely up to you though. So all you have to do is you have to split with the team, and you have to just hold your sync plates for a certain amount of time. I think it took my team like 5 minutes or like 4 minutes to do it. This section isn't very hard. It shouldn't cause you too many like issues at all, so you don't need to worry about it too much. And then after you've completed this section, the tower will light up and it will send a beam of light into the main door, which is located right in front of the middle sink plate, and then you'll open up to the next section, which is called the Templar section of the raid. Now, you should get some loot after this. Hopefully you get something good for that next section of the Templar, because that's going to be a lot more tough than this. So yeah, thanks for watching my part 1 of my 4-part series. I hope you guys can watch the rest of the episodes, and I hope this video helped you. Please leave a like and comment if you liked it. It really helps me out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll link part 2, 3 and 4 on the screen for you guys now. Thanks.